Hi and welcome back. Andre here from London Self-Defense Academy. Today we're going to be talking about why Aikido is the best martial arts or style for street self-defense. So Aikido is known as a defensive martial art. That means that the way you train, you're not actually enhancing your aggression. A lot of martial arts will tell you, an eye for an eye, you kick me, I'll elbow you in the face. Well, that's all great, but from a legal perspective, you are in the situation where, yes, of course, you can take someone out. However, you may have to deal with the consequences of that situation. So that's where Aikido comes in. You actually have a choice to disable someone, break their arm, or just pacify them in the nicest possible way where you can talk to them, say, hey mate, calm down. You use a wrist lock, you use an arm lock, shoulder lock, whatever, and you get them in a safe position without actually hurting them. This is an actually very good point that you can use without having to then going to court for 3 to 5 years, having to explain yourself that you just try to defend yourself. So think about that. In the street scenario, every situation will be different. Some people punch you, some people just grab you because they just want to see if they can take more advantage or if you're scared of them. So if we get to this situation, he grabs my hand and I go with full force in his head and knock him out here, look what can happen. His head can bounce off the ground. There could be a corner in there. He could die on the spot. So this is the consequences that I'm talking about you may have to deal with. It's very important. So you can see that sure, the elbow strike will be very powerful. You'll break their jaw, you knock them out, they'll have to go to the dentist, even though it sounds really crazy, but you do have to watch out that you take them out in the way where you're not gonna have to face legal charges in the future. Now look at Aikido version of this situation. So first of all, he grabs me as well. Now I use a palm strike to just distract him. Now I'm using a wrist lock in here called Nikio, and I can hold him in a spot in here. I can use the knee if I have to, or I'm just gonna get him into an arm lock in here where I hold him down to the ground, say, mate, you okay? Now look what happens. Can he stand up? There's absolutely no way he can stand up. He's fully locked in. Of course, you're gonna have to watch out if he's got a couple of mates around. But look, he's not hurt. I can talk to him, I can say, mate, listen, calm down. You don't want more of this. Are you okay? Are you calm? If he is, then I can let him go with a safe distance and make sure that he didn't actually get hurt, right? So there is the defining difference between attacking someone with a full aggression and then having to face consequences, or being able to calm someone down without actually hurting them. So another point, using brutal force against someone with lots of aggression can of course get you out of that situation, and it will depend on the situation what and when you have to use it. You all know that we always talk about combining different martial arts and different styles into the one that actually works for you. However, from Aikido perspective, if someone is just trying to grab my hands, I can just be trying to punch them and kick them. Of course I can do that, but I'm struggling a lot. I don't have to. Look, he's trying to grab me and I can just be moving here. I can be using their energy. If he's punching, I can just be right here, okay? And just, you know, hey mate, you okay? You know, instead of punching back, and then just going brutal force and all these kind of things. Depends what your style is, but what we're exploring in this video is why Aikido is so great, because you don't have to be in a bad situation in here, right? So now I can actually talk to him if I end up in this situation and say, you okay, mate? Hey, you know, I don't want to continue this situation, you know, do you want to continue? There we go, right? This just happens where your hands fall, there will be a technique. He's trying to grab my hand. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna move here, right? That's how you train. This is why this is so important. Or he's trying to grab me, I don't have to let him, I can just keep my distance in here, right? This is so discouraging for the opponent, right? Because he's just like trying to find a way to get to you, but he cannot because you keep moving. Now the same thing will apply if you go multiple attackers. If you want to see a video on Randori, which is basically how to deal with multiple attackers, tune out for one of our next video that will be coming up in a while, but stay tuned and you will see it and you definitely will enjoy it. We're gonna explore what it's like dealing with multiple attackers in a street defense situation and also look at it from Aikido perspective. All right, well, thanks for watching. Guys, thank you for all you subscribing, for all your questions, for all the likes that you're giving us. We really appreciate all your support. Please keep doing so, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.